Hello, this is me, Ryan Front Studios, and of course the air conditioning comes on the second I start filming, and I'm back with the very anticipated video that has been delayed so many times. At this point, it's just sad how many times it's been delayed. And I have the fully completed Jurassic World mock from the first one, of course, and this is partly based off of the actual T-Rex Paddock from the first Jurassic Park movie, Jurassic World movie that was hardly shown. Either way, I just thought it would be really cool to include a T-Rex in it. So I have the T-Rex from the one of the first Jurassic World theme line of sets, and I have a 332 by 32 base plate mock, and it just looks absolutely phenomenal. And I basically challenged myself to build this in 1 week entirely, and I was able to do that, and I'm just super proud of myself on how I was able to build an entire mock at this scale that quickly in an entire week. And even then, I only worked a few days of the week, and if you saw my video where I kind of documented that process, there's proof that I only worked on it for about a week. However, I was planning it for maybe a week before that, so if you really want to say, I did spend 2 weeks just on this project alone. And yeah, so this is just packed full of details. So first, of course, we're going to start with the first base plate over here, which is probably the least exciting, and these are easily detachable, and you could see what it looks like. It's just a gate and everything, and there's a Dilophosaurus statue right here, which can be easily removed. It's not connected anyway, so if I were to turn this mock upside down, it would most likely fall out, but there's friction in it, so it's not gonna really go anywhere. It's just, I tried adding something here, and of course I didn't have that many civilian minifigures or anything, so I tried including a building, and it just didn't look that good. And then I tried including like a little food stand, didn't look that good, so this is as much as I could do. There's the walls here, which are, made up of bricks and plates, and it looks really nice. And then here's kind of the entryway. I have some tiles and some slope pieces, and then I have these big 16 by 8 tiles, and it looks really nice. And then this is what the back of it looks like, and you can see over here is some black greebling and piping and stuff with a control panel and everything. There's like a little antenna here, and then there's some sort of tubing, maybe some electrical thing that's going over here. We have a pterodon that's loose, and it's flying over everything. I don't know if you can really see. This is what it looks like. And then over here we have these 2 claw marks, because of course the Tyrannosaurus Rex has 2 finger claws. So I used the slope bricks and everything, inverted slopes, and then just slopes in general, and it just looks really nice and everything. And then over here we have some snot and just slope technique yeah. And I just have a bunch of foliage and everything, and it looks really nice. Here's an armored door, and I just really love the way it looks, and everything. I have these upside down, to keep the door in place and everything. Here's like a little control panel with some lights and everything, and it looks really nice. And yeah, so I absolutely love how this base plate looks. Of course, I did the best with what I had to work with, and I really love the way it looks, and it flows in really nicely. You can see that connection. It just looks really nice with the rest of the mock. You can see there's lots of foliage. I'm just going to remove this Tyrannosaurus Rex here. And now you're probably like, what's this just space right here? And I wanted to, sorry, this keeps falling off. I wanted to have space where the T-Rex could actually stand, because it's not going to stand on places like this. Like, obviously, I'm sure if I could work it, like, there we go. But it's not going to look that good. And then the plates are coming off and everything. It's just not feasible. So I know with these plates that they're connected and they're not going anywhere, you could attach the T-Rex on there, and it looks really nice and everything. And I wanted just different rooms so I could position it differently. Obviously, you don't have to have it connected, but it's easier when you're moving the mock, and you don't have to have it on the top shelf, and then you have to put the T-Rex on there and everything. And it's kind of just annoying, but I did add some foliage around it and everything. It looks, oh, my T-Rex almost fell off. I'm just gonna put it on the floor. We have a tree here, which looks really nice. I kind of started running out of them, so I had to, use different colors, and I think it still looks pretty good. Blends in with everything. We have some of the brown stock leaves to represent just dead grass. And then if we move this tree over a little bit, you could see a pile of crap. So, I'm just saying, because Jurassic World and how they handle dinosaur poop. It's just kind of weird. There's also an egg over here with like a little nest. I tried my best with the nest. There was nothing much I could really do. Could have maybe used droid arms. I think that would have looked pretty good. And then over there, back there is, we're not going to talk about that for legal reasons. So Jurassic World doesn't get sued or anything. But we have a guy in a gyrosphere, and this is of course the gyrosphere from the 2015-14 set. I don't remember what year it came out in. And then we have a little thing of water over here using some snot techniques, and it looks really cool, and everything. And then of course we have this beautiful place where we're just gonna move the crane. It's just super beautiful. There's a waterfall and it's rushing down and everything. I have multiple layers of 1x2 plates from my Death Star mock, so I'm happy that those are being used very nicely, and I still have a lot left over and everything too. And then we have some tan plates around it, not too much, but I still think it looks really nice and everything. We have some grass pieces, and I have a lot of those, so I'm happy to use them in the mock. We have some of these leaf pieces. We have some of these newer pieces as well, and they look absolutely amazing, so I'm happy to have those. What else? There's some of these. I think there's only one because I only have one, but I still think it looks really nice. We have some of these. This piece that's kind of loose, but it still looks really cool. Once again, a bunch of these stock. It's not really a stock piece, but it just looks really nice. And then there's patches of olive green. And then I was happy how I got this stupid thing. I was happy how I got these patches of green here. I don't know. It just looks very okay. So my camera never really reacts to green really nicely. It makes everything fuzzy. So if it's fuzzy, I'm sorry about that. It always does that with green, and it's really annoying because I make a lot of mocks with green in it. But anyways, we have this. I hate this. I'm just gonna. No, you're not part of the mock anymore. We have some sand green here. We have some olive green and dark green, and I think it just looks really nice. And everything. So I'm happy the way that turned out and everything, as I keep saying. Yeah, there's just a lot of really cool things. Now with the wall, we're just going to move this out of the way once again. With the wall, I have a bunch of dark and light bluish gray parts and everything. We have some tiles lined up. We have some masonry bricks. We have some of those bricks with the line texturing on it and everything. I hope that was not a grenade that went outside my house, because I just heard a massive boom or whatever. Anyways, we have some of these dark green leaf pieces, some just regular green, and then some olive green, and then we have these vine pieces in dark green and also light and just regular green over there. We have this vine piece. I don't know where I got that from, but it looks pretty cool. I wish it was in a different color than lime green, but once again, it still looks cool. We have some of these, which are luckily not being annoying to me right now because I really hate that piece. And it's also expensive as well. I hate how expensive those are. Anyways, we have some of those 1x1 grass leaf pieces things. I don't know what they're really called. And then we also have some of those. I have a ton of those in green and some also in some bright green, so that looks pretty cool. Up here it gets a little bit more interesting. We have a crane. Let's show that a little bit. Very tall, and everything. You can move it almost, I would say 360 degrees, but it kind of tilts down. One thing I don't like about it is it kind of bends down. I should put like a 1x2 there or whatever to keep it from dipping down a little bit, because it's connected via a Technic bar, and that's kind of it. So I'll look into that, but it's still looks really good. It's very long. There's a gun on it, so in case the T-Rex starts breaking at this, you could just start shooting at it and everything. And you can lower this down, and it looks really nice. Kind of see. Let me just move this tripod here. So you can lower it, and it looks really cool. Unfortunately, there's not many places you could actually lower it onto the mock. You can lower it over here, and inside's just a bunch of bones and chicken wing pieces and everything. It looks really cool. And then you could also attach it off of a hook, but I made it pretty hard with these droid arm pieces to unattach it, and it still looks really cool. So we're just gonna put this back, so it's not gonna hang in our way here. I also connected this with some Technic, so you can't see that. I also connected this with some Technic, and so it's very flimsy, but it's still it feels flimsy, but it's really not. It's sturdy. You guys can see there. It's just, it's just very flimsy. Once again, so We have like a little torch here with this fire piece, which looks really cool, and there's like a caution thing there. I don't know. I just think a little torch would look really nice. It would add a bit more of like a theme to the mock, everything. And then over here, if you didn't know, you could turn them. You could turn it instead of just turning this, you could turn this, and I think it looks really cool. And of course it's barred up, so the T-Rex can't get to it, and obviously that wouldn't exist in real life because he would be controlling that, but it's just a little play feature that I thought would be really cool to make. We have some turrets over here so that if the T-Rex does anything, you can shoot at it. And then there's a cannon up there which just fell over, so we're going to put that back. Then we also have some of these rail pieces on its side, so it looks really and I think that design looks really neat, and everything. You could kind of see what piece it is, but it's like that panel piece with the two bars at the end of it. It's like a 4x6. It's really cool, and I decided to put those on its side, and it just looks really, really neat. So I was happy how that turned out and everything. And we have some ACU soldiers, asset out of containment. That's what it stands for. And then we have Owen Grady back there, Chris Pratt's character, and then Barry, who was the teaser to what the mock was going to be and everything. And then we have some we have a Jurassic World worker over there, and everything. So once again, we have a little, I don't know if I showed this, but there's a little door back there from the Captain America Civil War airport battle set, and it says restricted area, authorized minifigures only, ID required, and has like a little picture of a minifigure. That's probably one of my most favorite stickers I've seen on a Lego set, and also this rock work looks really nice as well. Probably some of my best rock work I've done. It looks very smooth and everything. Also, there's a little path going down so that a worker can easily go grab refill water and just leave, so the T-Rex doesn't get mad or anything. And you could see the viewing area, the civilian viewing area, not too much going on there. I'll show you the back a little bit where there's more detail, but it's very straightforward. It's just some window panels, and then it's on this, and then I have the quarter ones on the side, and it looks really nice. So I'm happy how that turned out, and I'm just gonna flip this over and I'll see you guys. Pretty much already saw the entirety of the first front base plate. I just decided to take it off the display thing because it's just annoying, but we have a really packed, filled interior. This is all of it at once, and it just looks really nice. Obviously, this is where the base plates separate. It's about 2 bricks high about 2 bricks or 2 plates high off the thing, and then I don't know why I just have some random cheese slope here, so I'm just gonna take that off. I don't know why that's there or anything, but let's start in the smallest room. There's like a little weapons room. We have a guy with a looks like a Tommy gun or whatever, my custom Tommy gun. There's like a pistol in here. There's a electric staff. Then there's a rocket launcher and just a regular rifle. And then this door can open and close, but it gets in the way with this giant pipe thing from this one Star Wars set that I had. And then we have the bad guy Vic Hoskins, and he has this modified Star Wars blaster piece, and it looks like a souped up like pistol, and then this guy has a revolver. And they're both pretty shady people, so they're making a deal, and obviously it's not really working out, so they're aiming at each other. There's 2 crates back here and a little control panel, and everything. And then we have a generator under the stairs, and it's leading electricity all throughout the Jurassic World. There's another crate over there, which I Sharpied on. I hate Sharpie Lego parts. I don't know why I did that back in the day. We have a containment soldier or whatever in here, and he has like a AR-15 or whatever that gun would be. I just put a minifigure hand on a rifle, and it just looks really nice. I saw the design like years ago, and I've been using it for years. And then we have a crate over here, nothing in there, of course, but it just adds stuff to the mock. And then we have like a railing here which can be moved, but it's not really meant to be moved. And then we have a piping over here, and if we move this figure, you could see there's like a little control panel, and there's also a ladder here, so the minifigure can get up to the top of the crane. And then inside the crane, you could kind of see through this. There's like a bunch of control panels. There's some tiles. It looks really nice, and cozy in there. And I just really love the way it looks. And I'm just super happy. I'm just super happy the way it looks. I know already. I just said that, but I've never really built the crane. And I think for a first attempt, it looks absolutely fantastic. I just used a bunch of those circular brick pieces. I don't know how I have that many of them, but I just do. Then you could just see the back side of everything we just saw before. in here, down here is the lab, and we have Simon Masrani, I believe that's his name. Rest in peace to the actor. I know he died a couple months, I think like a month ago. And then here's a female scientist, and she has like a little syringe and everything, and she looks pretty cool. Back here, there's like two mugs or whatever on this like clear glass tray, and it looks really nice. There's like a control panel to make sure that this is like stabilized and all nice, so the egg's not gonna rot or anything. We have a little statue here. We have some like vial or whatever, and then we have a piece of the dinosaur DNA, or it's like an amber, but they extract the DNA from it. And then inside this it looks like a back to tank, but there's like an egg in there, and then there's the control panel there once again. In here is like a little area where there's like a Jurassic World sticker, but you could also, open the door and that's how you get out, but obviously it's going to be a heavily restricted area in case the dinosaur somehow got its at least base in there, or anything, just to make sure that nothing happens. So obviously there's a caution thing over there. And then in here's like a little storage unit. There's like some pipes. There's like a pipe going in here. There's a crate, and then there's two other gas pipes. I lost the one piece for that, which sucks, but you get the idea of what the other one would look like if I had that there. So yeah, I'm just really happy how it looks. We have like a little seating area over here. You pretty much saw what the front of it looked like. We have Harry Potter over here for no reason. Might as well take him out since I'm going to put the mock away after this video. And then we have some of the main characters. We have Zach, we have Gray, I believe his name was, and then we have Claire. And I had most of the Jurassic World sets then, and I didn't have the set he came in by. I bought the figure on Amazon, and yes, it is legitimate Lego. You can see the Lego logo, maybe. There we go. And then, yeah, so it's Lego, and buying figures off of Amazon, they're always real figures, so it's not like you shouldn't do that. But sometimes they're overpriced. I got this one for like $10, which I was fine paying for. And so yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know what I'm gonna pretty soon. I'm gonna probably destroy this mock and build something different out of it. Maybe something Star Wars. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe something Avengers. Ooh, that's a good idea. Avengers. I have no idea what I would build out of this. But anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video. Goodbye.